Okay, it looks like we are live. Hello, guys. Let me make sure that things are going live. We are live. We have image. We finally have done it. We have gotten past last night's technical difficulties, and we have made it to the stream. All right, guys, let me get everything kind of set up here. I'm going to open up my stream of this on the phone. That way I can hopefully... Oops. That way I can... Hang on just one second. Let me get it open here on the phone here. That way I can check my comments and be a little bit more interactive with you guys. But do remember, since this one is a VR game, I do have to peek out of my headset to be able to see what is... that way I can... Let me get that turned down. I do have to peek out of my headset to see what is going on, so I don't respond to anyone's comments right away. Just know that that is why. Okay, let me get my height reset here, and we will be ready to go. Guys, if anyone... let me reset my view. There we go. Okay, that way everything is the appropriate distance. Single player, and we're going to continue, but we're not going to continue where the last stream, or where part one of the stream left off, because I am playing this on a different device, so we are kind of going back in time a little bit.
This is crap. I'm 1 week from leaving, and you're just now telling me Jack's not coming.
Command wants the Echo unit to assume your duties when you leave for Ceres.
Well, how long has Command known about this?
Liv, I don't think...
How long?
Higher-ups have been discussing it for maybe 6 months.
6 months?
But the final decision didn't come down until late last week.
No, forget it. This is unacceptable.
Command's not really asking for your approval here.
Tell Command to look at our numbers. Look at our harvest totals, purity levels. Our efficiency rating jumps 3 points every quarter. Command wants to see numbers like that on Ceres? I need Jack with me.
Still calling him Jack, huh?
Well, what else would I call him?
Look, I get it. You've been working with that particular unit a while.
Okay, I see where this is going.
But it's a machine. It doesn't actually care about you. Whatever attachment you think you have with it isn't real. It's all just algorithms and subroutines.
This is different. Jack is different.
Either way, it doesn't matter. Your orders stand. The Echo unit is to remain on the station. Understood?
Just hear me out.
Is that understood, Captain Rhodes?
Oh, that's really cool. You can hear the servos making noise as you move your hands. Good grief, and this just looks remarkably clear.
Jack, what happened?
Hello.
You were talking to Command?
Oh, yeah. Sorry you had to hear that. Hang on, are you stuck in there?
My diagnostic program crashed.
Well, that's never happened before.
The pod's release procedures may have been affected.
Worked that one out on your own, did you?
I failed to see how sarcasm was going to help.
Sorry, can't help it. Part of my wily British charm.
Weren't you born in space?
You want out of there or not?
Okay, so that's an interesting bit of character data. I am trying to make a commitment to...
About my conversation with Command, how much did you overhear?
Not talk over all of the...
I heard enough to know I'm no longer going with you to Ceres.
Seems you've earned yourself a promotion. The director's going to take over my duties as station commander. You'll be in charge.
That would make this our last week together.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Look, they just hit me with this news a few minutes ago. I mean, Command splitting us up, I never even considered it a possibility. I'm not entirely sure what to say. Except... I'm sorry, Jack.
See ya!
There's no need to apologize, Olivia. While the situation is unfortunate, it's not your fault.
Come on then. No sense putting it off. Let's get our last week started. Why don't you go activate the bridge while I pull the overnights?
Copy that.
So yeah, I'm kind of trying to make a commitment to not talk over all of the dialogue. I know I can kind of be a little bit of chat box. I wonder if you guys are hearing that. That's not the Oculus headset. That's the headphones that I'm using. I might have to take the headphones off and just go with the raw Oculus sound, but having the better audio really does make a big difference as far as immersion goes. So if you guys do have VR, and especially if you're playing a game that is as atmospheric as something like this is, it really helps to sort of better put you in the universe if you're wearing a good set of headphones, especially like an over-the-ear, especially a good over-the-ear pair of headphones. It is a beautiful view. You know, and I know I keep saying this, but like this game not only looks beautiful, but it really does. Like if you were a little kid and you dreamed of going to outer space, being on a space mission, going to Mars, you know, getting this front seat view to outer space, this game really does it. And like I said, having better audio than just the two little tiny downward facing speakers that are on the Oculus Quest 2 really does make a difference. This is one area where I do feel a little jelly with the sound solution for the Index Valve, where they have those over-the-ear speakers where they're not like touching ears, so you don't have that extra added weight on your ears. But this is still nice with a good set of headphones. Okay.
You seem upset.
You're getting way too good at reading human responses, you know that.
Well, I have had a few years of practice.
Yeah, it shows.
So, like
Jack, I suppose congratulations are in order.
For what?
For your promotion.
There's really no need for that.
Come on now, it's a big deal. In a few days, you'll be Captain Jack. So, congratulations,
Captain Jack Sparrow.
Well, as an Echo unit, I hold no official rank, so technically I can't be promoted.
Right. Well, that's too bad. Captain Jack has quite the ring to it.
Also, you
I
are
agree.
the only person who calls me Jack. To everyone else, I am merely Echo 1.
Is that your way of saying you're going to miss me?
I have no...
What was that? Jack, did you feel that? What the hell?
So this is the, if you guys remember from the live stream a couple of nights ago, or 3 nights ago now, I guess, this is sort of the inciting incident where there is some kind of an explosion, possibly something like a nebula.
Affirmative. I see it.
We don't know what it is.
I'm afraid
But
not.
it is emitting some kind of
phenomenon in the Atlas Interplanetary Database.
Okay,
It
so
is
it's
an anomaly.
so maybe not a nebula event exactly, because he said that it's an unknown anomaly.
Never mind me. Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. Whatever that was, it looks to only have affected the electronics. Are you sure you're okay?
Minor glitches, no permanent damage. Liv, it's possible that anomaly is not entirely stable.
You think?
Alert.
I would say no shit.
Something's wrong.
I'll investigate.
Whee!
Hera, initiate broad spectrum scan. Focus on the following coordinates.
Okay, so it's a lot faster. Oops. Oop. it's a lot faster to kind of pull yourself through the environment than using your thrusters. Your thrusters don't move you very fast. But something. Whoa! As I float through the middle of the table here, something that I kind of want to address and kind of talk about. I talk about really loving sci-fi and sci-fi of all sorts. I know I do talk a lot about the cyberpunk genre kind of being my favorite subset or subgenre of sci-fi. This game, so far, I would not classify as cyberpunk. Cyberpunk's... oh, shush you. I know I'm going to have to take off the headphones and go with the Oculus speakers here in just a minute. But yeah, the quickest way to define cyberpunk is high-tech, low-life. This definitely has the high-tech, but I really wouldn't consider it, fitting that low-life category that you would typically consider to be one of the defining characteristics of cyberpunk. But that's not to say that this doesn't deal with some really interesting moral and philosophical issues about the way that we interact with technology. So one of the things that I was noticing, since I have been making more of a concerted effort to shut up when the story is going on and actually listening and paying attention to the dialogue, is my partner in the ship, wherever she ran off to, I think she's over there somewhere, maybe she flew off somewhere else, was having, sort of an argument on, about her relationship with the character that we're playing, which the character that we're playing is some kind of an android, where, a robotic character. And, does a robotic character have what you would consider actual consciousness? Is it just programming in a program? And she was trying to make the argument that no, the character that I'm playing in this game is somehow different, that I, have a keener observation when it comes to human emotion, that I react, maybe more naturally, and that I maybe do have, that ever elusive free will. But something that was also mentioned, she was born in space. It's obviously just her, myself, and the other, androids aboard the ship. So is it that, my character, the lone Echo, is it that I have consciousness or what you would consider something akin to human or animal consciousness? Or is it something that she is sort of projecting on me, sort of, like a metaphorical anthropomorphization, or how do you pronounce that word? I'm sure I just butchered it. Is that something that she's projecting on me because of the loneliness of outer space, where, she needs to have that other human or that other conscious presence, and she is using me to fill that role and seeing things that may not really be there. So I think that's going to be one of the interesting things that I want to see unfold as this story unfolds. Speaking of the story unfolding, let's push the button and continue.
Status report.
Multiple Tier 1 malfunctions detected.
Isolate and identify.
Acknowledged. Isolating. Awaiting input. Saturn Orbital Zone Beta. Orbital Mining Facility. Designation, Kronos 2. Central Mining Station. Malfunctions isolated.
Okay.
A lot of red.
So we have
Perhaps it's not as
found
bad as it looks.
what part of the
Downfall
ship is
reported in the cargo
malfunctioning.
bay. Possible circuit overload. Reading marked temperature increase in the core containment chamber.
That
Lockdown
is
procedures in effect.
probably not good.
Power failure reported in primary oxygen garden. Emergency failsafes triggered.
And guys, if any of you are out there in the comments, let me know if I need to make any adjustments
Can you give us an
to
in-depth scan of each
the
affected
volume levels.
Negative.
If
Unable to establish communication with cube satellites.
Wait, we lost the CubeSats?
not the
How the
cube
hell did you-
stats.
Oh, forget it. Let's just have a look for ourselves. Where are you, little bugger? Ah, here we are.
I feel like I have to. Sorry.
Jack, could you do us a favor and scan this CubeSat?
I'll need to calibrate my scanner first. Stand by. It'll only be a moment.
Bloop, 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 bloop. Okay, so we're going back into another tutorial zone.
Module A-131, Data Scanner.
But yeah, guys, if you guys notice that there's any adjustments I need to make to the volume, if the image quality starts to just like really badly degrade, or if the screen starts to skip, please let me know in the comments. I will do whatever I can to try and get it fixed. You know, it's always a little bit hit and miss when you're streaming VR.
To the disc spawner at the back of the room.
Oop.
Now activate
There
your
we go.
scanner by pressing the button on top of your hand. Both of your hands.
Oops.
have
Okay,
this
hang on just one
functionality.
second, guys. So hang on, I gotta. Oh shit! I don't want to do that.
Please scan the I/O port to continue.
Oh, this is so disappointing. So I forgot to charge my headphones, even though I wasn't using them in wireless mode. It still does require battery to power them. So man, what a huge difference! What a huge difference!
Good. Now aim the scanner at the I/O port on the disc spawner and hold the trigger to initiate a scan.
Okay, so this is the thing that Okay, I'm not having quite as much of a difficulty grabbing this as I had the other night.
Please scan the I/O port to continue.
Didn't I scan the I/O port? There we go.
After scanning something, its name will appear next to your hand on the scanner's data tab. To see the results of your scan, grasp the tab and pull it away from your hand. Pull the data tab now.
Okay, yeah, see, now I'm having trouble grabbing it. It's because this game was, of course, designed for the original Oculus Rift, where the tracking rings... There we
Please
go.
grasp and pull the data tab away from your wrist to continue. Excellent. Use the button on top of your hand to deactivate the scanner now. Good.
There we go.
To complete this module, gather scan data on 5 other materials or objects.
Okay, and it does look like we still have... Oh, gosh darn it. Okay, we can scan it. Boop.
4 scans remaining. 3 scans remaining.
Okay, and we're not gonna pay too much attention reading. We're just gonna
2 scans remaining.
scan whatever is clever here.
One scan remaining.
Can I just scan the wall? There we go.
Calibration module complete. Please stand by.
All set?
Scanner fully calibrated.
Okay, and if you guys will excuse me for just 1 second, I'm going to turn off the heater, so I'm going to kind of wander out of bounds here. There we go.
See if you can work out what's wrong with it.
And I'm going to go get back into place here. And oh wow. Okay, I am just floating off into nowhere. There I go. There we go. Okay, let me recalibrate my position here. There we go. Let's resume. Okay. Okay, I just kind of want to... Oop. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Okay, so I need to scan this bad boy here. There we go. I think that'll make for the easiest...
Scan complete.
Right. Well, what's the story?
According to these readings, something was disrupting the CubeSat's ability to communicate with the rest of the sensor network.
Was?
My scanner appears to have reset the CubeSat's transmitters and restored the connection.
Oh, well, problem solved. All you have to do is find and scan every last CubeSat we have scattered across the entire facility.
Sounds like fun.
Of course, it would to you. I'll send an object...
There we go. Sorry, guys.
to your ARM computer.
I'm like
Consider it low priority.
making adjustments to my headset and everything.
Objective received.
And just kind of randomly
Right
hitting
then,
buttons.
On to the real problems. What do you think? What's next?
Oop.
Hera, status update on your scan of the anomaly.
Scan currently 3% complete.
3%? What's the problem?
The sensor network is attempting to perform a full spectrum scan of an unknown entity. It might take a while.
Lovely. Well, in the meantime, we've got 3 Tier 1 malfunctions that need our attention. What do you say we get started on those repairs?
Not 3.
I'll need a few minutes to pull today's command codes off my console. You can just keep yourself occupied till then, I'm sure.
Of course.
Okay, so these are my, my mission objectives. I think if I click that, that is how I track it. Okay, so that's how I open that. Okay, so, you know, I'm getting well acquainted with, okay, let me just kind of quickly, oop. No, come back! Like, this really does make, you know, that, like, floating around in the weightlessness of space feel, I guess... I don't want to say real because I've never, you know, actually been to space, so I don't know how it would actually feel, but, you know, it does a good job of, like, simulating the drops in your stomach of being weightless. So I guess we're going to... hang on. Okay, there we go. There we go.
Ready when you are.
Come on, then. Let's go sort out those malfunctions.
Let's do it. Let's go sort out those malfunctions. Whee!
I don't think we've ever seen this many malfunctions all at the same time.
I like that she like reacts.
We've also never had an unidentified spatial anomaly suddenly appear directly off our port bow.
They're firsts, really.
You do realize it's possible we just made a groundbreaking scientific discovery.
Well, let's not go writing our Nobel acceptance speeches just yet. Well, at least not until we're certain the station isn't going to fall apart.
Okay. There we go. Okay, this is going to be much easier than trying to... Oh, there we go. Oh, there you are.
Ah, what the...
Warning, unsecured cargo in the hold.
Yeah, that much I worked out.
I was going to say, a little late for the warning there,
Why
computer.
we have unsecured cargo in the hold.
Negative.
Okay, well, we might want to look into that.
I think it's really unfortunate that, you know, this was one of the, you know, original games for the Oculus Rift when it was first released. And, you know,
What do you want to tackle first?
Send the data to my ARM computer. I'll have a look. Let's see.
Take a look at your objectives on your ARM computer and let me know which one you want to address first.
Sorry. There we go. Oh. Okay, oxygen... I think we're gonna... Oxygen Garden just seems like an important one. There we go. Okay, that way I'm not, like... just sort of randomly bumping into stuff. So let's go with the Oxygen Garden first.
The Oxygen Garden.
Because we do have a human aboard. And, Oof. And, you know, we don't want our little human companion to die. That would be kind of a bad thing, I think. But, yeah, like, I kind of feel like there has sort of been a degrade in quality. If you look at this game, or Wilson's Heart, or any of the earlier games, they were really polished. It looks like they were...
And of course, the access panel is...
They were really... Ooh, sorry, Mum.
I'll need to calibrate my reactive cutter first.
Right. Considering the power outage, let's also calibrate your entry light.
You know, it felt like they were trying to make clever use or good use of, you know, being able to interact with the environment. The graphics were really nice, or a really good quality, or a really good caliber. And if you guys kind of wonder why I'm still, you know, being so, you know, this is the first time that I've played this game, you know, but I've had VR, I've been with VR devices for about 3 years now. Why I'm still so blown away when I play a game like this, even though I've played more recent and streamed, you know, VR games that have come out more recently than this, it's because there really is a quality.
Please press the glowing touch point under your wrist to access your reactive cutter. Highlighting cuttable surface. Use the reactive cutter to cut through the highlighted brackets.
With these games that give a heightened sense of oh, there we go.
Functionality test complete. Lift open the door to proceed.
There we go. You know, that kind of give you a like heightened sense of presence and being there. One thing that I didn't think that I was a little disappointed initially that I didn't think that VR was very well suited for was giving you that sense of another person being present. And that's because one of the first games that really utilized that a lot that I played was The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners. But, you know, it kind of used that like Bethesda style of animation where, you know, you could tell that they weren't using mocap. You could tell that it was just sort of like canned animations. People moved a little robotically, but because it was cartoonish, like it wasn't even so much that it didn't feel like there was a person really in front of you. Like it didn't even hit that uncanny valley because of the cartoonish graphics of it. So it didn't feel creepy in an uncanny valley sort of way. It just didn't feel you know, like there was a person in front of you. And because of the nature of The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners being, you know, more an exploration, you know, gather and ooh, shit. Oh no.
Press the hollow button to complete the calibration.
Turn off.
Calibration module complete. Please stand by.
Okay. You know, I just didn't feel any kind of connection to the other people, the other characters in the game. I didn't even feel like, you know, they existed in the way that another person standing in front of you exists. Duracine sort of had some of the same limitations that The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners had, where, you know, it was not using exactly photorealistic graphics. Everyone was frozen in time, but it had such strong writing, such good voice acting, and such compellingly written characters that, you know, it was still easy to sort of get emotionally invested in the story. A game like this that has motion capture and good writing and good voice acting, you know, I think I mentioned this during the first stream when, you know, the other character, you know, sort of looks you in the eyes. Like I said, it gives that real sense of presence of someone else being, I'm just kind of peeking down to check on the quality of the stream.
Now please exit the activation pod.
Seeing if anyone is saying anything. Okay, the activation pod. You know, and I'm kind of disappointed that it feels like VR is taking. Oops.
You can activate your headlamp by pressing a button on the right side of your helmet. Once your headlamp is on, shine it on my location. Well done.
There we go.
I am moving to new coordinates in the next room. Find me and shine your headlamp on my location.
Because I keep getting distracted, it feels like I am taking way longer than what I wanted to get this thought out. But yeah, like I said, I just think that it's a little disappointing that it kind of feels like we are taking steps back and not forward with the VR
Excellent. Please
quality.
press the button on the right side of your helmet to turn off the headlamp and complete the module.
Because we are sort of being forced to work now within the limitations of what a mobile processor
Copy that. Cut through the access panel so
can accomplish. So you have to scale back things that, you know, make the world feel more alive and more presence, like lighting effects, character animations, resolution, global geometry. You know, those things all have to be scaled back when you have less powerful hardware running. There we go. Running your equipment.
Excellent.
And again, you know, I don't think that, you know, I don't want to come off as saying that, you know, you can't have good gaming or good VR experiences, you know, with more accessible hardware or more affordable hardware.
Can you use your headlamp to help me find the electrical grid maintenance panel?
Affirmative.
Is this it? Oh, there it is. But I also think that, you know, you oh.
Olivia, I've located the maintenance panel.
Perfect. Keep your light on it for a moment while I remove the
That, you know, you're backtracking if you are, you know, relying on developing for, you know, weaker hardware.
Despite the damage, the test groups appear unharmed.
Looks like we've got some fused wiring.
Status report?
The short caused a full system crash. We'll need to reset each of the environmental controls. Can you find the emergency junction while I sort out this mess?
How are you feeling?
A little better now. I'm distracting myself by making a list of ways I can sneak you off to Ceres. So far, I'm down to hiding you in my luggage.
That sounds uncomfortable.
Well, I'd disassemble you first.
I stand by my previous statement.
Yeah, no kidding. Oops.
What should I be doing right now?
See if you can restore power to the emergency junction, Jack.
Okay, I'm looking for the emergency junction. Oh, and there's one of my secondary objectives. So I think I'm going to go get that doodad scanned.
Online so we can start the diagnostics.
Hang on, I've got another sub thing. Stop yelling at me. There we go. Okay, let me get where I am not just sort of randomly. Oops, wrong one.
An encrypted audio file. Curious. When the anomaly scrambled the CubeSat, it inadvertently connected them to a secure Atlas Corporation network. If I scan more of them, I may be able to crack the encryption.
Ooh. So as far as the game's writing and the game's story goes, like, I'm certainly not disappointed with the way it's being presented. It does, you know, it definitely does. Oh, I think I found where I need to go. Thank you, Mr. Handholdy Waypoint, for not making this too terribly frustrating. There is the junction once function box. Okay, so we're going to open up. Oh wait, okay.
I've reached the junction cover. Did you bring a spanner?
Just cut through the bolts.
That's what I thought you were going to say.
Figure out what's wrong with the station.
Affirmative. Going hot. Electronic interface. I'll need to use my scanner to link up with the I/O port.
But no, I like so far how this game is, you know, sort of has a slower, deliberate pacing to it. It's not sort of rushing you from one action scene to another. It doesn't have a whole lot of, you know, like overdramatic music blasting in your ears. It's definitely taking, you know, that you know, environmental, slow-paced approach. You know, sort of harkening back to science fiction movies like Moon with Sam Rockwell, or you know, Space Odyssey, the Stanley Kubrick classic approach to it, and it really does sort of help to sell the environment, because one of the big you know, things that I think is interesting with, you know, the sort of existential you know, themes of these type of science fiction, space exploration type stories is sort of the vast emptiness of space. You know, we tend to think of our lives being, or we tend to think of the world being so full of things that are so explicitly tailored to us. You know, how can a God not exist when you know, everything in the world seems to be catered to, specifically to human existence? And we sort of extrapolate that out to the universe, but the Earth is just a tiny, tiny portion of the universe. Most of the universe is this vast, cold and quiet and silent emptiness. And so it kind of recontextualizes our space on it, our space, our significance in the universe. We go from being, you know, these very grand, you know, creatures with a world full of things that are important to our survival, our happiness, our enjoyment, to being little specks of dust in a gigantic empty void.
Emergency power online.
The backup conduit only has enough juice to diagnose one system at a time. Go ahead and get started when you're ready.
Okay, I guess... Oops. Is that supposed to be like a Duracell battery? Okay, let's grab hold of this. Oh, no, just kidding. I was going to say, and move us there a little bit more quickly.
The transformer can't form a complete circuit.
We probably need to realign the coils. Run a scan to confirm.
Okay, so we're gonna...
The coils have been damaged.
Shit. Unlock them so we can get a closer look.
I can't move the coils with the locking mechanism engaged.
Okay, so where is the locking mechanism? Oh, I take it that's the locking mechanism. Oh, that... duh. Okay, so that I don't go flying off.
Conversion
There we go.
coils unlocked.
As long as we can still form one complete row, we should be able to get the transformer back online.
Okay, so I need to form one complete row. Oop. Nope, that's not what I want to do. So how do I move these things? Oh, do I need to like cut it out? I bet I need to cut it out. Well, that's not it.
I'll need to align the coils to form a complete row.
Wait, okay, I've got a crazy idea. What if it's pushing them in like that? Oop. Okay, I've got a complete row. Oh, I see. Okay. Okay, they've got to be in the computer. There we go. So then I just pull that guy out. And this, theoretically, should complete the circuit. There we go.
Power current stabilized.
Conversion process successful. Current strong.
Nice job. Once I finish replacing these wires, we should be able to get the lights on. Use the junction to select another system.
Okay, so I guess I'm going back to junction. Ah. There we go. Okay, so this is the O2 regulator. So I can already kind of see what I think I'm
The O2
supposed to...
balancer is online. I should check on the atmospheric composition. The O2 mixture is off. I'll need to adjust the levels of atmospheric exchange.
Careful with that, Jack. One of us still has to breathe the air here for the next few days.
Yeah, no kidding. Okay, so let's see. Do we want them to be, like, balanced, or... Oops. Oh, okay, I see. Oh, this is really...
The air composition needs to stay balanced, Jack.
Bioregenerative systems calibrated.
CO2 capture optimized for both plant and mammalian passengers.
Mammalian, huh? How flattering.
Apologies, Liv. I didn't mean to sound clinical.
Once I'm gone, you'll probably be able to shut down this part of the ring.
I think I'll keep it, actually. To add color.
Jack, you aren't starting to enjoy botany, are you?
Is that unusual?
Depends who you ask. That's 2 down. Let's tackle the last system.
Okay, so the last system should be over here somewhere, I do believe, and there it is. So far I am definitely enjoying the environmental puzzles here. They don't feel like they are too obtuse, but kind of in all fairness, like like I said, this really is getting into like that. Hang on, I'm gonna take a sip and or take a seat for a brief sec and take a sip of my El Sparkling Watero. Checking the comments. I see no one has commented. We got some nice silent viewers this afternoon, but yeah, it is a little bit hand-holdy, but the environmental puzzles all seem to make sense in the realm of what you're doing. I don't feel like I feel like once I sort of, figure out what's going on, it makes sense in the universe, it makes sense as a part of the story, and, it feels less like other games that I've played, on this channel, like Resident Evil, I think is a really good example of one of those games where sometimes it feels like, especially because they might have like either random placements or placements that change depending on difficulty level of some of the puzzle items, where it feels like things are just sort of like randomly placed in the environment, where it doesn't necessarily make sense for that puzzle item to be there. It's just about, it's just a matter of sort of searching, in every nook and cranny until you find whatever item it is that you need. There's nothing that logically guides you to the thing's placement. And while I do think that there certainly is a place for those kind of puzzle adventure games, I do like these a little bit better, where the placement and solution to the puzzle makes more logical sense to the task, either to the task that you're doing or to the story or to the world, where you are actually sort of getting that environmental storytelling as you solve the puzzles of the story. It feels like there's less of that oil and water mixture between the ludic or the gameplay and the story. So let me vape just a minute. I need my sweet nicotine. I'm going to stand back up here. Let me get some of the hair out of my eyes real quick, and then we're going to resume. I don't think this afternoon's Let's Play is going to be all. This isn't going to be all that long of a play, but yeah. So as you guys know, I had some technical difficulties last night.
The irrigation system is powered on. I should check the pressure levels. The alert must have shut down water flow to the hydroponic systems.
Oops. There we go.
You'll need to pump the handle to restore pressure to the plumbing.
Oops. Okay, so you can pump too much. Okay, got it. That's what she said. Oh my god, I'm so sorry, guys. Like I said, I am a lonely boy. Well, oh no. Okay, there we go. Got it, perfect.
Water flow restored.
Irrigation system within operating parameters.
Well, I do enjoy, you know, being single. There are things that I miss about. Oh!
Subsystems within normal parameters.
Okay.
I'm about done here.
Let me, oh, no. No! Stay here, let me scan you, you... Oh, that's the one that I already scanned. Okay, never mind. Yeah, there are things that I do miss about, you know, having, you know, human companionship and whatnot. Will I ever consider dating again? Yeah, I don't know. I'm pushing 40. I'm kind of getting used to this lone wolf lifestyle. You know. I do miss my kid, though. You know, and having, like, friends and family, it does get lonely here. Okay. So let me get myself stabled.
Do you require assistance?
With this? No, this shouldn't be a problem. In training, we had to do this in vacuum conditions. I'll take a few tier 1 malfunctions.
Open sesame! Okay, let me, I don't want to go flying off. I think I need to open up my cutter doodad. Or maybe not. Oh, okay, what's my objective?
What should I be doing right now?
We're about wrapped up here. We just need to throw the breaker to get the power back on.
But, oof! I almost fell backwards. Okay, how do I get into the access panel? Oh, wait, maybe that's a thing that I need to cut? No? I know when I figure it out, it's going to be really, really simple. And I'm going to feel really dumb. for not figuring it out sooner. Well, I don't think there's anything for me to, like, cut or weld through here. Okay, so we have very... very thoroughly determined that I am not doing the right thing here. Oh, this is really frustrating. Oh!
I see the access panel.
Good. You'll need to wait and throw the main breaker on my mark. Got it?
Negative. Can you repeat your instructions?
Pay attention, Jack. You'll need to wait and throw the main breaker on my mark. Got it?
Acknowledged. I will await your command before throwing the breaker. What should I be doing right now?
We're
Oh.
about wrapped up here. We just need to throw the breaker to get the power back on.
Okay,
Removing
so...
utility cover. Please stand by.
this is one
I've got to
thing
before you
that
throw the
I
breaker.
kind of don't like about the design of this.
Let me know when you're
So-
ready and I'll count us down.
I was doing the right thing where you're supposed to cut through the cover to get to it, but even if I have the tool and I'm using the tool, it doesn't work until I pass the dialogue
On your
check
command.
to get there. So it does
Throw
add...
the switch in 3, 2, 1. I'm clear.
Oxygen garden operational. Environmental control systems restored.
That's one more system we don't have to worry about.
Hopefully it stays that way.
Don't jinx it, Jack. There's no wood to knock on around here. Well, there's still the ground fault in the cargo bay and the temperature spike in core containment. What's next on the agenda?
Okay, let's go... let's go to the... Yeah,
Let's
we'll-
investigate the temperature spike in core containment.
Okay, follow me.
Oops.
Find anything?
Nothing conclusive.
Oh, sorry.
Your body is
There we go.
radiation hardened. Care to take a look inside?
I'll see what I can ascertain.
Hera, disable all containment safety protocols and unseal the hatch.
Acknowledged. Awaiting manual operation.
Head on in. I'll see you on the other side.
Okay. There we go.
You'll need to seal yourself in before we can expose the cause, Jack.
Oh, there we go. Okay, so now I need to shut the door.
I should finish calibrating my radiation shield before we continue.
Acknowledged. Standing by.
That might be helpful.
Module A, 251. Radiation shield. Your scanner can detect hazardous radiation fields capable of damaging you. Please activate your scanner and use it to assess the irradiated area ahead. Your scanner places tracking points that display
Oh,
the
wow.
area's radiation level. When you are ready to proceed, please exit the activation pod. Please pull the release handle to exit the activation pod. Your radiation shield will protect you for a limited time. A shield meter is located on both of your wrists below your arm computer. You can use this to monitor your shield levels.
Oh.
Now please use your scanner to find the least hazardous route through the room and reach the exit. Higher levels of radiation will drain your shield faster. The radiation monitor on your wrist displays the radiation level of your current location. Please keep it in mind. Shields at 50%.
Oh,
Reboot
this is...
initiated.
My shield can only absorb so much radiation before sustaining irreparable damage.
Okay. So, I want to bring up my scanner.
Use your scanner to navigate the radiation field and make it to the other side.
Okay. Oop.
Shields at 95%. If your
Okay.
shield is depleted, your body will suffer irreparable damage. Please be careful.
Okay, this is kind of annoying. I think this might be where we kind of stop for the evening, just because I can definitely foresee, you know, kind of having issues. Oop.
Use your scanner to navigate the radiation field and make it to the other side. Shields at 50%. Shields at 30%. Reboot initiated.
This is really fucking frustrating. Really, really frustrating. Okay. So let's take this out. And let's just kind of peg what the radiological value of each of those little poles are.
Use your scanner to navigate the radiation field and make it to the other side. Shields at 50%. You can draw energy from induction panels to replenish your radiation shield. This module will complete when your shield is fully recharged. Please pull the handle toward you to begin recharging.
Okay.
Calibration module complete. Please stand by.
Okay, so I think I kind of get the gist of it.
Radiation shield fully operational.
Copy that. Let's get started by opening the core enclosures. The code is 5826.
Oop. There we go.
Authorization accepted. Warning. Radiological activity detected.
Oh. That explains the temperature spike.
At least one of the fusion cores is leaking radiation.
Your scanner should help you zero in on the source.
Okay. So that's 19.
Nice shot. I'd say that warrants a closer look. I'll activate the I/O port so you can scan it to open the enclosure.
Shields at 95%.
Okay. Something something IO port so that I can do something something. Okay, I get that that's the IO port.
Emergency disposal conduit online.
Okay. Oh, there we go.
Enclosure unlocked.
You'll need to scan the individual cores to determine which is causing the problem.
Okay, where do I go? Don't I have like a little refill? Oh, there's my refill doodad. Okay. Oh, okay, okay. So...
Shields at 95%.
Well, I think I know which core it is.
Microfractures in the fuel assembly. Radiation at unsafe levels.
That could contaminate the entire fuel reserve. We'll need to jettison the core. To unlock it, enter 6102 at the central console.
6102. But I think I'm going to re-up on... Okay. Oop. Oop. There we go. Oh, come on, Mom.
Could you please repeat the code?
The code is 6102.
Oops.
Core released.
Bring it to the disposal conduit at the bottom of the chamber.
Okay.
Shields at 95%.
Okay, where is the one that I'm working on? Okay. So I want to go straight up.
Once you open the conduit, you'll need to seat the core into the launch tube and use the lever to eject it. Keep an eye on your shield levels while you're in transit.
Oh, wait. Oh, there we go. Oh. There we go.
Fusion core marked for disposal. Stand by. Awaiting manual confirmation. Radioactive material jettisoned.
The area is still irradiated.
There has to be another damaged core. Check the other enclosures.
I'll keep looking.
You know, it's funny with this game. Like, I was getting really frustrated with this mechanic earlier. Now that, and I think this is a mark of good game design. Now that I sort of understand, hang on, sorry, I had to wipe my nose here. Now that I kind of understand, you know, sort of the game's logic of what's going on, which, you know, is sort of, I guess, as close to real-world logic as you're going to get in a game dealing with radiation.
A second hotspot. I'm activating the I/O port so you can check the enclosure.
I'm actually really,
Shields at
really
95%.
liking this mechanic. Okay, not you.
This core is similarly
There it
damaged.
is.
Bloody hell. It has to go. Punch in 7641 at the central console to unlock it.
Okay, 7641. Okay. So let me put this away. 7641.
Same routine here. Run it to the disposal conduit and jettison the core.
Oop. Okay, actually, yeah. I'm not. I was gonna, like, live dangerously and... There we go. Oh, oh. There we go.
Shields at 95%.
Oh.
Emergency disposal conduit online.
Nope. Come back. Thank you.
Fusion core marked for disposal. Stand by. Awaiting manual confirmation. Radioactive material jettisoned.
Radiation levels returning to
Yeah,
normal.
and the reason why I'm not talking a whole lot, guys,
Looks like we live to
is
fight another day.
this is...
Let's shut the enclosures.
Give
so
it
we
the
can
good
get you out
old
of
Del
there.
Cooper.
Re-enter the code in the center console.
Oh,
26.
okay. Thank you, Mom. 5826. You know, it's requiring a little bit of concentration to, you know, kind of do everything. So, okay. Like, I really am enjoying this game. I think the mechanics are really well thought out. It almost doesn't feel like an early VR game. This doesn't feel like
Or
a
continuing
prototype
to
VR
engage.
game. It feels like, you know, something
Looking a bit worse
that
for wear.
everything is...
Maybe you should use your ARM computer to upload to another shell?
Oh.
Initiating manual reboot.
Oh, this is
Reboot initiated.
interesting. Okay. Really liking the sort of philosophy here. I've gone into another body. Am I the same person? Can you transfer consciousness from one shell to another? Is our body just a shell? I read an interesting article the other day. Oh, there I am. There's my old husk.
I'll meet you on the other side, by the hatch.
I read an interesting article the other day, a psychology article, talking about how the computational theory of the mind or of the human brain is wrong. It was a kind of intended to just sort of be a metaphor that we kind of that people, and that even people in neurological science started to take a little too seriously. That we don't have, the like RAM, like a computer that serves as short-term memory that gets transferred into long-term memory. Our mind or our brains physically, you can't find, the memory of going out to eat at Jack in the Box, the memory of me, getting to spend the weekend with my daughter doesn't exist physiologically in my brain. That our brains work differently than, say, from a computer where you would store photographs. Hang on just 1 second, guys. Let me answer the phone here, just real quick, and then I think we're gonna have to call it a day. Hello? Hey, what's going on, man? I'm at home right now. Uh-oh. And unfortunately, I don't think we have one at our office anyway. So I like to fill up a car tire. I know there's one. So there's one at the Fred Meyer's gas station that accepts cards. So if he doesn't have like coins or cash, that one is card only. There's another air place that is coin only, that is at the Chevron that's across the street from the Fred Meyer's. Oh no. Yeah. Yeah, and I can't either, other than trying to call one of my contractors and seeing if they have, And that would probably be, especially that way you don't, if the tire goes flat again, or if it's got a slow leak in it, that way you don't have to constantly be going back and forth to town. Yeah. And I'm sure Rosenberg's would, sells a little air, something or a little, air compressor that would work for that purpose. Yeah, I'll give you a call later and stop on by sometime, either this weekend or next week. Okay, yeah, we'll do, man. All right, bye. Okay, yeah, sorry about that, guys. I thought it might have been a work phone call. It was my old neighbor from the first apartments I lived in. The apartments with the nice oceanside view. But on that note, guys, I think this is going to be where I am going to go ahead and call it an afternoon. We've been streaming for just a little over an hour. Thank you guys so much for anyone who has tuned in. Join me back here tonight at 8:30 for the main event, the 8:30 live stream of Part 4 of Observer. Guys, thank you. Anyone who is watching, you guys are champions. Mutant out.